We last left off with Jamie sinking to the bottom of a puddle that magically appeared in the middle of the field. Pretty sure he wasn't there before, but whatever. So his armor is pretty heavy and it's dragging him to the bottom. And last week I was pretty certain that he was sinking to his death. But after exchanging a few comments with you, I am starting to think that somebody will save his ass. And he will be kept as a prisoner of war and a bargaining chip in dealing with Cersei. That will kinda, sort of, maybe even the playing field a little bit between Daenerys and Cersei, maybe. But, I mean, Cersei's pretty ruthless by this point. I'm like half and half, like, on whether she will wanna sacrifice her brother and last remaining family member over, you know, power. She's kind of reached that dangerous place where she's got pretty much nothing left to lose. So, yeah. I have to admit, I think I kind of underestimated her. Like, she was always there and she was always, like, you know, smart and manipulative, but yeah, she's really reached to the very, very top. And I honestly didn't think she'd be holding on to this caliber of power for this long. Like, she's had a fairly solid team around her with Jaime and Bronn and I forget his name, the creepy doctor. But yeah, so she's a bit surprising to me. She shouldn't be, but she is. Like, I don't know, she was just always there. Like, she was always like the queen. I always thought she'd play like the mother or the wife or the lover, but I didn't really perceive her as being the one that's gonna sit on the throne and rule and be fucking terrifying as she is. So, props to Cersei. But let's hope that somebody topples her down, because, yeah, it's just not good. Which brings me to the next point. Her main opponent, Daenerys. So, Dany, she's one of my favorites. I think that's safe to say. But I do have some criticisms of her as well. I'm a little bit worried that she's gonna get all power lusty. You know, that the whole I am the rightful heir to the Seven Kingdoms, bend the knee, obey me. Like, I'm a bit worried that she's gonna go down that path a bit too much. I mean, we've seen that she's capable of compromise, but she does have a level of arrogance and about her. Yeah, so we shall see. Like, I found it interesting that she chose to deal with the situation at Highgarden against the Lannister army. She chose to do it her way, because Olenna kind of told her, "You're a dragon, be a dragon." Kind of insinuating, like, go and smash and burn everything. So she didn't quite do that. She went up against an army. So that was more, you know, I don't want to say fair, but, you know, it's war, whatever. While Jon and I think Tyrion kind of told her, don't use your dragons. You won't win any favors with your allies, kind of thing. But she decided to kind of do something in between. So she did use a dragon, but she used it against an army to take back or to take over Highgarden. So yeah, so we will see how that goes, and it'll be interesting to see how her dynamic with Jon Snow progresses too, because yeah, I find them like a really interesting duo. They're very, in so many ways they're kind of similar, and in other ways they're like polar opposites of each other. So it'll be interesting to see how they kind of collaborate and bump heads and bump probably. I mean, he's looking at her a little bit. Like, there's just like too many silent moments between them, and I think we all know what that means, right? And Sir Davos said to him, like, I notice how you are looking at her, so there could be something there. Yeah, I don't know. We shall see. The Stark girls are finally reunited. Like, the three of the Stark kids are reunited, if you could say that, because Brandon is not really himself. But Arya and Sansa are finally together. And I'm interested to see how those two kind of work together now as young women, because last time we saw them together they were just kids. Like, what, Sansa was 13, Arya was 10, 11, something like that, and they didn't get on. They were like such different kids. Arya was all like tomboyish and wild and very physical, while Sansa was all ladylike and wanting to be a princess and marry Joffrey. And now they're both wiser and smarter and stronger, and hopefully they can see, you know, each other's strengths and kind of appreciate each other for that rather than be rivals. I hope. I mean, I expect that of them. I expect that they'll get on much better now. And as for Bran, there was one point that I completely missed in the last episode, and then after talking to a friend, he pointed it out to me, and I thought it was very important to mention. So when he was talking to Peter Baelish, and Peter kind of was trying to suck up to him and butter him up and offered him that dagger. So Peter doesn't know that Bran has visions and can see, right? He doesn't. I don't think he does. I think only Sansa and Arya know that. When he gave the dagger to Bran, Bran said to him, and he apologized to Bran, saying like, sorry you arrived in all this chaos. Then Bran said, chaos is a ladder, which apparently was a line that Peter said during season 1, sometime around the time he was about to betray Ned. So Bran probably would have seen, like, not just probably, but yeah, he would have seen everything that Peter Baelish would have done behind everyone's backs and all that. He knows the truth, but he's still so far removed from reality that he's either keeping it to himself on purpose, or he just doesn't actually care anymore, which kind of makes me sad. But I mean, his role is probably going to be a really, really crucial one. Do you know what I would just really, really hate? Is if at the end of everything it turned out that all of this was just the dream of a visionary, and then all of a sudden somebody snaps their fingers and he wakes up and all of this was just a dream, or like it backtracks into like like it all reverts back to the beginning, or like I hate cop-outs like that. Like when it's all reversed and all of this was just nothing. It was just like a dream sequence. That better not happen. I swear. And dragons! Oh my god, that was what I'd hoped for. I wanted that dragon action so badly. I feel so fed. I feel so pacified. But I still hope we will get to see more dragon action before the season's end, which we have tonight's episode and we've got 2 more episodes after this. And then we have to wait like a year and a fucking half or something crazy. So it would be nice to have some more dragon action before the end of the season. Yeah, so with that, I'm just gonna get started. I'm really excited and super nervous. Oh, and yeah, and this video will be done in 2 parts because of the fair use thing. So this is part number 1, and there'll be another part after this, which I'll be uploading shortly. Ooh, the aftermath. Oh, okay. Okay, sure. Oh, surely his hand alone would have just dragged them to the bottom.
Till I get what I'm owed. A dragon doesn't get to kill you. Only I get to kill you. Dragons are where our partnership ends. I'm not going to be around when those things start spitting fire on King's Landing.
Fair enough. Wow, look at that smoke and ash. Whoa. It's like snow, but fucked. Oh my god. Baby. Like, I'm getting goosebumps just watching this.
I offer you a choice. Bend the knee and join me. Or refuse. And die.
That's not really a choice though, is it? Oh, fuck. Cersei. I mean...
Say what you will about your sister, she was born in Westeros. You, on the other hand, chose to support a foreign invader. One with no ties to this land.
Wasn't Dany born in Westeros as well?
You will trade your honor for your life.
You are not my queen.
Bend the knee.
I will not.
Wow.
I, Daenerys of House Targaryen, first of my name, breaker of chains and mother of dragons, sentence you to die. Dracarys.
I mean, I did ask for action. Fuck, I've got so many mixed emotions right now. Man, I need some tequila.
My lord.
Oh, he made it back. Okay, so our theory that he's gonna be the pawn is out. Which is kind of disappointing.
Tyrion didn't kill Joffrey. He had nothing to do with it.
After all this time, it still amazes me.
It was
that you-
Olenna.
There it is! There it is!
First before she died.
And this was before or after she drank the poison you so kindly provided her.
She was telling the truth.
Oh, Cersei. She's like, I need to sit down.
I shouldn't have listened to you.
That bitch. Wow. Amazing. Beautiful. Show-stopping. breathtaking, talented, gorgeous. Ah! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Heel boy. Sit. Sit down. Jon Snow is brave. Oh, it's cute! Ah! No! No! Wow. Oh my god. That reminds me of like the alien head. Like I'm just half expecting a smaller head to come out of his mouth. Whoa. Whoa. Danny's like, oh my gosh, we have our love of pets in common.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Wasn't the word I was thinking of, but yes. They
You're
are.
like, yeah, they're beautiful.
Gorgeous beasts.
They're not beasts to me. No matter how big they get, how
They're
terrifying
my
to everyone
babies.
else. They're my children.
No. I know exactly how you feel, Danny. I have cats.
Sir Davos said you took a knife in the heart for your people.
So Davos gets carried away.
Come on, speak the truth. Oh! Look at that smile on her face. Wow. Oh, are they gonna hug or kiss? Oh, she put her hand on his neck. Well, those were CGI'd. I love how ravens are used for snail mail communication, but he's also using them for like Wi-Fi. Whoa.
Did you read it? It's a sealed scroll for the king in the north.
Of course I read it.
What's it say? Nothing good.
Cersei thinks the army of the dead is nothing but a story.
So bring the dead to her.
I thought that was what we were trying to avoid.
With the Queen's permission, I'll go north and take one. Allow me to serve you.
She's like, but you just got back.
Free folk will help us. They know the real
You
North
haven't
better
even
than anyone.
kissed yet.
They won't follow Sir Jorah. I'm the only one here who knows them.
I haven't given you permission to leave.
With respect, Your Grace, I don't need your permission. I am a king. Now, I came here knowing that you could have your men behead me or your dragons burn me alive. I put my trust in you. Now I'm asking you to trust
Put your
in a
trust
stranger.
in me. Whew. Oh, would you look at that? It's the end of the first half. Well, I'm sorry. I'll see you soon.